Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn November 30th, 2022. This can be a productive time for family or home matters, and for developing strategies and solutions to problems. Reminiscing can reveal interesting things, and consulting with others can be productive. Today's Mars-Saturn trine adds a practical theme and some determination to the day's energies. You more readily put feelings aside to patiently work towards a particular goal. It's a time to slow down or moderate your pace. Others value your work or recognize your efforts. Grab your shield and armor today and tomorrow. Cosmic drama is afoot. As mental Mercury, the planet of the mind and your planetary ruler, spins in the heavens, he will stand across the sky from a very angry Mars, the planet of rage and aggression. Your mind could be consumed with frustrated thoughts and projecting them at others. They could sense the tension and then come at you with weapons at the ready. This aggressive and impulsive energy could lead you in the line of disaster or accidents, so don't indulge in the fury. What do you need to focus on? When Mars retrograde in Gemini trines Saturn in Aquarius, your attention is a little over the place. If you feel slightly disorganized or discombobulated, then this trine might be the perfect transit to help you get everything back in order. You have a few different pursuits to follow in your career, however, you may need to take something off of your list for the time being or to shift your priorities. Try not to restrict yourself from going after your professional desires, but you need to follow some sort of routine. Even the money gods are standing back as the new working week not only gets off to a powerful start on the job and career fronts, but while the moon is keeping you emotionally and intuitively engaged. The moon is helping you to tap into an alliance between Mars and Saturn that can help you take your power back on the job and career fronts, knowing that where things go professionally, the money will follow. With today's astral energies at play, you may feel extra sensitive. If you don't know what you think or feel, perhaps you could take some time to yourself and do something relaxing. Take your mind off the job, the kids, the spouse, the boss, and spend some time getting distracted in a healthy way. Definitely exercise, definitely drink a lot of water. The balancing act of separating what you want from what others want will be easier if you give yourself some extra room. This is the perfect day to get out there and get things happening. Whatever you have that needs to be planned, organized, or started, you'll have the wherewithal to make it happen with this essence in the air. Even if you don't usually consider yourself a leader, you do have these skills, and if you give yourself half the chance, you'll see the proof in the pudding. Take your confidence in hand and do what needs to be done to get it going. Just having the moon in your work sector in the heart of the working week is an advantage, but this is also ensuring you are emotionally and intuitively engaged as a friendly aspect between Saturn here and Mars in your career sector locks into place. Apart from sharpening your instincts, the moon's alignment with Saturn and friendly aspect to Mars is getting you right inside forces that could not only shape the rest of this professional year but into the early months of 2023 as well. The impact from the moon's departure from your romantic sector yesterday is likely to linger, with the romantically charged lunar vibes of the last few days leaving in their wake a sense of anticipation. While Venus won't return to bring the year to a romantically charged close until next week, the last few days have been a taste of things to come. At the same time, on the relationship front there is a growing mix of both nostalgia and anticipation. Our eyes in the sky. The cosmic climate is challenging today as the Aquarius moon allies with Saturn while also butting heads with Mercury, Venus, and Mars. The energy here can put your will at odds with your emotions, making it difficult to know which way you should move forward. You might also feel weighed down and unmotivated as these funky vibes wash over everyone. Meanwhile, stubborn behaviors are likely to manifest, so you'll want to watch out for these in both yourself and others. Tension will hang in the air, so if you feel like you need a timeout, permit yourself to take one. You're able to keep track of the things that matter, managing to take control and concentrate on what's important to you. Such an optimistic approach positively affects your personal life, helping you to resolve any potential problems you must deal with and uncover the true significance of your relationships and exactly the direction they are heading. Your ability to understand any situation is good and you're able to undertake any sort of mental task. Equally, you're communicating without any difficulty, so possible negotiations or similar conversations turn out to be successful. You also find your general level of curiosity is heightened and you're keen to acquire knowledge and learn as much as you can. Your thoughts have seldom been so lucid and in harmony. Problems with relationships that seemed insurmountable just a short time ago are now resolved without further arguments. The time has come to revive personal bonds. Enjoy this phase and experience life with other people. The memories will last for a long time. Don't be surprised by certain situations and dating opportunities that crop up. There's plenty to contemplate and consider in the coming weeks before you make any decisions. Think about how you want to allow your heart to be directed. Showing good sense assures time spent isn't wasted and for nothing. In the evening, we'll see more rocky vibes as the moon shares a harsh aspect with unpredictable Uranus. This energy threatens to challenge what we usually feel we can rely on, which can lead to destabilization and strained emotions. Just after midnight, the Aquarius moon sextiles the Sagittarius sun, granting us inner peace and confidence. If we are awake, our strong sense of self will facilitate authentic connections with others. We celebrate the quirkier sides of our personalities, forging relationships based on niche interests and shared dreams. If we are asleep, we can expect uplifting dreams where novel experiences shift our perspective in affirming ways. What interests you most is of a positive nature and helps you gain insight into many new issues and make progress at every opportunity. These encounters stimulate the exchange of ideas that provide numerous sources of inspiration. Ideas to make your relationship more interesting, or opportunities to travel and broaden your horizons. After sunup, Mars in Gemini trines Saturn in Aquarius, the second of 3 trines in Mars' retrograde cycle. These transits create a narrative arc that supports tempering our passions so we can focus our willpower. The first of these trines occurred on September 27th with Mars in direct motion. Think back to this date. Was there a project kicked off around this time that you have since lost momentum on? This trine reminds you that although a redesign may be in order, this project is still viable. In fact, it is destined for success, despite false starts. What steps can you take at this point to push this enterprise along? You're allowed to get experimental in your process. Think outside the box. Take a few risks. Defy a few expectations. The final trine between Mars and Saturn will be on March 30th, 2023, after Mars enters Cancer and Saturn enters Pisces.